Pote, what can you tell us about Nafi Tutavaki? What's he going to bring to the party? He's obviously not the biggest Tongan any of us have ever seen.
They got a big heart and great skill set, so it will be the first time he played for the Bulls. He played the curtain raiser 2 weeks ago for the Bulls 15 against the Lions. Unfortunately, that game was not a very good game. So, but I'm looking forward to see him. He's very excited. The players are excited to play with him, and so now I think you will see something different in the backline on Saturday.
Ons het maandag hoor hulle monitor nog vir Burger. Hoe lank is hy?
Ja, Burger is wel op hierdie stadium vir die week. Ons sal maandag weer kyk, maar hy is definitief nie reg om Saterdag te speel nie.
You mentioned you think he'll bring something different to the backline. He's played for the Crusaders. I mean, that's quite a thing to have on your.
No, definitely his experience. He's organizing it in the backline is quite exceptional. So definitely will make a difference.
Coach, just from the previous clash, I think at the end of it, the conversation, or maybe one of the points that came out was just about discipline, just there at the end. I mean, did you have a chance to kind of address that with the team this week?
No, I think the players themselves took take the responsibility and said that is unacceptable. You can't defend penalties, and there was 11 of them, especially in the first half, that cost us, and they knew we have to be better there.
The return of Marco van Staden, that should add a whole new dimension to your loose chair.
No, the whole pack. I mean, he's just bringing his physicality and his passion towards the Bulls will make a huge difference in the pack, definitely.
Interessant is kyk dat jy die 7 en 8 omgeruil het of 6 en 8 omgeruil het.
Ja, Josh het baie al 7 gespeel. Ek dink het was Skotland 7 gespeel, jy weet, so en Jandre het vir die Pumas baie agterman gespeel. So ek dink dit is 'n beter kombinasie so met Marco dan op 6.
Pote, I mean, you said in pre-season that you're quite excited about him, but there are still the broader public that were still skeptical. Just on Jandre, he's surprised a lot of people with the way he's made the step up to Super Rugby. Are you chuffed with his progress?
No, definitely, he's just got the heart to play. You know, he put everything into it, and that's exciting for me. He got the opportunity and he really grabbed it with both hands.
Pote, gaan dit 'n rug teen die muur vertoning wees Saterdag?
Nee, ons gaan uit om die wedstryd te wen. Ek meen dit gaan taaf wees. Ek meen hulle het 'n baie goeie span. Hulle bring 'n groot pak voorspelers met groot ball carriers. So maar nee, wat ons is baie positief. Ons was in al drie wedstryde daar. Ja, ons het verloor, so dis as maar 'n moes, maar dit tel nie. Jy weet, ons is Saterdag, dit is so die druk is op, maar die spelers is baie selfversekerd en weet ons as ons regtig speel soos ons kan ons die Jaguares vir daai Saterdag.
Met 'n paar van die sterker staatmakers gerus in die Stormers wat nou van verwagting Saterdag sal speel. Dink jy is 'n aanduiding dat hulle wedstryd geteken het as 'n makliker een om te wen?
Ek hoop so. Nee, ek glo so, jy weet, hulle soos ek sê, hulle het ou soos Creevy gerus, jy weet, en van hulle stitte, maar ons weet wat kom. Dit gaan 'n taai voorspeler stryd wees en ons het regtig goed voorberei daarvoor.
Wat jy gebruik vir Johnny Kotse amper, dis 'n tipe van 'n jack of all trades. Hy's nou al ronde gespeel. Is dit 'n bietjie van 'n krisis dat jy 'n bietjie skaarste op binne regte erkende binnesenters het?
Ek dink vir die wedstryd, jy weet, jy wil nie 'n jong speler daarin sit sommer in die Jaguares nie. Jy weet, dis hoekom Johnny is ervare, hy het al binnesenters bal lank vir die bulle gespeel en hy weet wat kom. So jy weet met Nafi Lansom dink ek is dit 'n goeie kombinasie.
Ek nie oorweeg om miskien Morney 12 toe te skuif en vir Manuel Lebok te doen.
Nee, ek het glad nie aangedink nie.
Okay, what did you mention Burger Ordendaal's injury?
Got a calf injury, he's out for this week. We hope he will be back on Monday.
Okay, and that midfield looks very different now with the Tongan as well as Johnny Kotze moving to inside centre. What are we expecting different?
No, I think we want to play 50-man game and give the outside players more space. So I think we will give that this week, especially with Nafi there.
And did the game against the Blues last week force you to think about any other positions except for the injury enforced one?
Not really. I really backed these players that I started with. I mean, I made a little not many changes to the team since the first game. So this is opportunity for them to prove me right, and we will see on Saturday.
Are you expecting quicker ball from Ambrose Papier?
I hope so. He's very quick, but still the forwards have to do the job and secure that quick ball.
Trevor, just the leadership role on this weekend, just looking where the team is now, are you feeling some type of pressure to become a Moses and deliver the people into a more promised position, a more promised land?
Great.
No. Yeah, well, first of all, yeah, it's an honor and it's an honor and pleasure for me to be appointed as captain of such a team. But yes, it's we all know where we are right now and what needs to be done. But thankfully, there's a few players there that have leadership qualities as well. I'm talking about players like we have Morne and we have Jandre and you also have Josh. So we'll all be working hand in hand and just trying to steer the ship the right way. So it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a very tough one, but we will have to stick together, and with that leadership group, which is very strong, I think, and they're gonna help me and make the job of making decisions a bit easier.
Trevor, last year against the Jaguares, you guys managed to put them under a bit of pressure up front in the set pieces and that. Is that a key area of focus again for you guys this weekend?
Yes, definitely. I feel like they've got a very strong pack, and they do want to scrum and want to maul. And if you've seen, I think most of the tries come from maul or a type of play that come from set piece. So yes, it's a big focus for us for this weekend, and we know that if we can stop that momentum and put them under a lot of pressure in the scrums and in the mauls, we should be able to stand a good chance to win this game. And obviously, yesterday and today we had a few proper forward sessions, which were a bit hectic, but I think the guys are well prepared and hungry for it. And what other better team to measure yourself against? And you know that's what they do. That's how they win games. So I think it's time for the boys to make a step up and go and dominate the scrums and the line out and mauls.
Trevor, there's been sort of like a renaissance since Don Heman has come to the Bulls, and everybody's talking again how you guys have improved your set piece and how dominant your scrum has been. And given that there's been this call that it's you, Lizo, and Yaku in the front row, do you enjoy that partnership you have with those guys? Do you enjoy it?
Yes, definitely. I mean, Lizo and Yaku are very good players in my view. I think Coach Dan actually brought something into the Bulls that we needed to get back, and that's scrum dominance. And if you have a pack that can dominate scrums like that, teams start thinking different about you and try to find other ways to beat you. So it's been great to have him here, and he's done a lot of work with us, and it's awesome to work with someone that actually understands the whole I would say the whole mechanics of a scrum, and he's done a lot for me. He's done a lot for the team. I think he took some of the players from where we were just okay scrummages or we were just surviving to bring back that belief that we can actually dominate in scrum. So far it's been amazing, but there's still a lot of work. We still need to dominate more. And I think with us having that belief back, and if we can dominate more in the scrums, as Coach said earlier, you can't defend penalties. So we try to get as many penalties as possible in those type of scrums to try and put our team in a better position to be able to score points.
And I suppose also that sense of belief gets help when you're actually like playing consistently together with each other. You guys have been reasonably actually consistently in the same combination.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it brings it because you, at the end of the day, you need to know who you're scrumming with, and you need to know their tricks and trades, what they like to do, and how when they're feeling comfortable. So he's matched us like that for a very long time. I think it also started actually last year as well. So we work together as a unit, but the way Coach Dan does things, he tries and mix it up here and there. So whether it's Vian on tight head or it's the Cora on the bench and he comes on, we still have that cohesion. We understand how to work together to for the benefit of the team. So he tries to keep it like that, but we know how to work amongst each other. Even if you swap whoever, we will still come in and do the job.
Trevor, it's a simple question and a simple statement. Your supporters want results, and obviously there are no results, positive results at this stage. You're having a total new officiating team this weekend. Do you think that's going to influence the way they play and outcome probably of this game?
No, we obviously go into a game trying to win the game. Doesn't matter to us who is officiating or whatever. He makes his calls the way he thinks. He's also under pressure. We're also under pressure. Teams are under pressure. But it's not going to change the way we play. We're still going to try and dominate as much as we can in the scrums and line-out. So if the officials decides whatever he sees is what he's going to make the call on, there's nothing we can do about that. At the end of the day, we need to go out there and produce. So whatever call he makes, it's what he sees. So for us is we had to go look at the Jaguares, the way they scrum, the way they play, and all that, and handle what we can. There's certain things in a game that you can't fix. So whatever is in our court, we'll try and sort out. And if the ref makes whatever decision, it's all up to him. But we go out there trying to dominate everything, and hopefully we'll get a few calls outside or whatever he sees. But I can't say that we're gonna try and play differently because it's a different ref. We're gonna do what we need to do, what we've trained, and try to win the game.
But just following up on that, the Jaguares are a team that come very hard on the line and at the breakdown and that. What have you said to the players in terms of handling, that sort of pressure? Because I guess that can be quite a spoiling side to try and play against.
We train like that. We ask the guys that's against us, the not out of 23, to do the same, and we all prepare for that, and we expect that from them. I mean, that's the game. Sometimes illegal, but they get away with it, and but we are ready for that.
Op die punt van die afbreekpunt word dit Nyakane het so 'n bietjie knipper in die oor opgegooi met sy ontleding is redelik chaos op die oomblik. Elke skeieregter as hy tegniese reëls moet kyk, soos hy vergelyk het, is dit chaos. Met 'n ou soos Marco wat 'n erkende feature is wat terugkom, het julle nog daai opportunity om met skeieregter voor die tyd te praat en te hoor wat wil hy hê?
Ja.
Daai ou werklik met ons sy vermoë invloed op die game kan hê.
Ja, nee, ons het 'n gesprek met die skeieregter Vrydag voor die wedstryd, en jy weet, vra wat pla hom en wat gaan ons doen, wat is ons plan, jy weet, en dan sê hy vir ons hoe ons daarna kan kyk. En maar ek het baie vertroue. Ben O'Keefe is 'n goeie skeieregter. Hy was wel 'n bietjie op die vlag gewees in die finaal. So ons het baie vertroue dat hy sy job sal doen en ons moet net ons kant bring.
But I think it's fair to say that so far this season, the guys have played reasonably good rugby, but just a lot of mistakes have really cost you guys. How do you fix that? What have you been doing this week to try and rectify that?
The same. I mean, the players said that they must take responsibility, and they took it this week and really work hard in their skill sets. And I believe it will be better on Saturday. I hope it's not raining at this stage. It's not raining, so maybe we can play a better brand of rugby, the way we want to play for the Bulls.
Trevor, just on the whole referee thing, actually, just how do you see your on-field communication role? Are you like a chatter, or are you the type of a guy that first susses out before you actually start questioning decisions, or just inquiring at least?
Yeah, obviously you also have to just like we study each other's opponents, we also have to study the ref. You also have to understand that he also feels pressure while he's on the field, and you need to understand how he responds to pressure. So we try and work out a system where we know when to go talk to him, or whether he responds easily or not, and whether there's some refs, if a lot of players shout things, he shuts down. Then he doesn't even want to listen to the captain when you tell him something happened there and whatever. So we try and figure that out, and while in the heat of the moment, when there's time, opportunity to be able to talk to him, then you go approach him in the way you think he prefers to be approached, because some refs are very factual. You need to have fact when you go. Some of them have terms that you need to approach him with for him to be able to react to what you're asking. So there's a lot of things that have to go through that, but obviously, as coach said, we're gonna obviously ask him and also try and figure out which way does he prefer on the next scrum to talk to him, or as soon as it happens, or how he likes it. So we have to figure that out and try to approach him the best way we can.
Trevor, last week there was an interesting moment where the captain went for the line. I think Manilibok was at fly half at the time, where there was few kickable penalties. It did lead to the Jandre Creole try, which I think you guys were looking for. This week, what can we expect when it comes to those kind of decisions? Are you still going to bravely go for the line, or are you the kind of captain that will look to secure points?
No, I've always believed that there's something called scoreboard pressure, and that changes the way teams play. And for me, if the opportunities are there, obviously I'll back my forward pack to go out there and maul and do all the right things. But I believe earlier in the games or whatever, you need to find a way to put pressure, apply pressure on a team. So if the points are available, I'll take the points. I think we have a very good kicker and Morne that will be able to slot them from very far as well. So I believe that with pressure being able to be built playing wise, you can also build pressure. I mean, 3 penalties, if you kick them over, they have to score a try. They won't even catch up. So, and that will change the way a team plays, because now you start trying to catch up to a team, and that's where we want teams to be. So when it's available, I'll assess the game and see how the things have been going. If we've been mauling them, then I will opt for the line. But if things don't go our way there, then I'll also have to opt and look if we can get the points whenever they're available.
Pote, net jy het gepraat verlede week van hoe mense net stewige ou praatjie moet hê met sekere van die ervare manne, veral van die agterlyn Connell en daai manne, en gegee die hele vibe rondom die span, jy weet die uitslae was moeilik, jy wil probeer 'n bietjie aantrek om, dit moet seker baie bemoedigend wees dat in die week waar jy 'n harde talkie met 'n paar van jou senior spelers gehad het hulle baie beter vertoning alreeds gelewer.
En ek verseker, ek dink die agterste driehoek het regtig laasweek 'n groot step op gemaak en regtig die kant gebring. Partykeer is dit net nodig om met ou te gesels en sê maar jy's baie beter in staat en veral ouers soos Connell, jy weet almal het hom afgeskryf en hy was baie goed geweest.
Okay, thank you very much, Jim.